It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion, a special evening update for Tuesday, the 5th of December. I'm Michael Groff. Why would we have an evening update? Well, something unusual has happened here in the valley, something that hasn't happened in the last 104 days. We had measurable rain this evening, so our dry streak has come to an end officially, 103 days and several hours in the bucket. So 0.07 of an inch of rain officially. Some parts of the valley saw absolutely nothing. Now, there are still a few isolated showers, even a few thunderstorms around, and those will persist for the next several hours. So let's dive in and talk about it. 66 degrees, the high officially in the valley today, 50 for the morning low. And there's our 0.07 of an inch of rain. Still, we are around 2.5 inches behind where we should be for the year. So we have a long way to go to catch up. And outside right now, here at 10:20 p.m., we are under mostly cloudy skies. It's 56 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 41, humidity 57%. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures around the area right now, upper 40s in some of the cool spots, upper 50s here in central Phoenix. Here's the water vapor satellite view, that little vortex responsible for the showers and isolated thunderstorms around south central Arizona this evening. That is still moving through, and enough dynamics and forcing to produce an isolated shower or storm will persist. Here's the radar as of 10:10 p.m., and this was showing, again, some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms around Phoenix right now. See a few flashes of lightning out there as we speak. The watch warning map, pretty quiet across the country now. We do have some winter storm watches and winter storm warnings in parts of West Texas, of all places, and some wind advisories along the Texas Gulf Coast, extending into Louisiana. A few wind advisories in parts of the Great Lakes, some frost advisories out here in the west. And the convective outlook, this is valid tomorrow. No organized severe weather across the country. And let me show you, this is the high-res NAM at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is a few hours from now. This is still showing some isolated showers and thunderstorms across parts of central and eastern Maricopa County. Probably not going to amount to a whole lot. Most of the rain probably not even reaching the ground. Some may, so we can't rule out some isolated storms through the overnight hours. But overall, shouldn't be much of anything worth getting into. A few showers still down around the international border as well. Let's take a look at the deterministic models now. Here's the GFS, the 06, actually this is the OZ run, valid at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at 500 millibars. And there's that little wave that'll be exiting the state. And down at the surface, should be a partly cloudy day through most of the day tomorrow. Certainly a lot less clouds than we had today. Highs a little bit warmer, too. We should be in the upper 60s to about 70. Occasional gusty winds. I wouldn't call it a particularly windy day, but still some gusts to around 20 miles per hour will be possible at times. Then on Thursday, we'll start the day out in the 40s in most spots. In fact, some of the coolest valley locations could touch the upper 30s, but if you still are in some areas prone to wind gusts overnight, lows could be around 50. So it's going to be a pretty wide spread of temperatures, upper 30s to about 50 across the valley. And then Thursday, a mostly sunny day with highs right about 70. Friday, another little wave or a little ripple may come down here from the northerly flow on the front side of this developing ridge along the west coast. And that may result in slightly cooler temperatures. The models, well, the European is actually dragging us down into the low 60s on Friday. I think we'll still be in the upper 60s to about 70 with mostly sunny skies, maybe just a few high clouds. Saturday, about 70, maybe the low 70s with mostly sunny skies. Low to mid 70s on Sunday. High pressure building in on Monday off the west coast, but there is a cutoff low that is prone to develop off the Southern California coast, and it'll be drifting around the southwest early next week. This feature has been somewhat well advertised by the GFS, and so we're going to at least go with the idea of this, but it's probably not going to affect our weather in any meaningful way other than keeping temperatures held down by a couple of degrees. So highs low to mid 70s Monday and Tuesday. This is next Wednesday, the 13th of December, and we've got a big ridge along the west coast and extending into the northeast Pacific, a very high amplitude pattern. Look at that bowling ball type trough in the east with very cold air. The Arctic Express going from the Central Plains all the way down to the Gulf Coast. And highs around here next Wednesday. Look at this. We'll be in the mid-70s here across south central Arizona. The GFS saying 75 for next Wednesday. And then this is the end of the 10-day forecast period. Friday, the 15th of December, still the same pattern persists. Big ridge out here in the west, extending all the way into the northeast Pacific. A huge trough in the east. We'd likely still be in the low to mid-70s if this verifies. Temperatures through the period coming off the GFS ensemble, above average. That's the theme all the way out to about the winter solstice, and probably even beyond that. There's really no sign of this pattern breaking down, at least not in the next 10 days and probably for about 2 weeks. Maybe some indications that this starts to eventually settle down as we go toward the latter third of December, but that still remains to be seen. All right, and that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for this evening. We'll come back here with yet another video tomorrow morning. So if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there. Have a great evening, everybody.